I remember vaguely one of the things that my dad did. He said, "Look at how much you're costing me."
By man, but not by him.
So my parents were both abusive, my dad and my stepmom. They got married also when I was young, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. I don't know, somewhere around there. And my dad was more physically abusive than my stepmom. One of the things I remember like so vividly was that so I have 8 siblings. Okay, I know that's a lot. 4 brothers and 4 sisters. And one of my sisters, also I won't be naming any people in my video because obviously, like I said before, like I'm just sharing my story in hopes that like it brings or shed light on like the dysfunction that I see in churches and people that don't represent God. But anyway, so one of my sisters, or 2 of my sisters, they were really bad. They would sneak out of the house in the middle of the night, like jumping through the windows and stuff like that, and bringing boys over the house, and or I guess you can just say they were fast. And we were also like poor, not like poor, but like lower class. And it really stressed my dad out that, you know, my siblings being the way that they were, and then him struggling, and also me having a disease. Like, I guess that brought a lot of stress to the house as well. Because when you have a disease, obviously you have a lot of medical bills. And I remember vaguely, I'm like going off rails here, but like I remember vaguely one of the things that my dad did or said to me was he showed me my medical bills, and he said, "Look at how much you're costing me." Which is something you don't want to say to your child, especially when they have a disease. Because I was in and out of the hospital like a lot. Like I always had pneumonia, acute chest syndrome, the stroke that I told you about. Like I had a lot of things going on medically wise, and so I was always in the hospital. And like as an adult, like now I know how much it really costs, because like it was expensive. But I think it's just something you don't say to your child, like, because then they grow up thinking that, you know, my health was too big for people to handle. Like I was just sorry, it's windy today, like that I don't know how to explain it, but like it just seemed like I wasn't worth it. Like my health wasn't worth it. Like people wouldn't care about my health as much because it cost a lot. Like I just felt like a burden. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like I felt like a burden. Like even to this day, like sometimes I still feel like a burden. I should have brought my hat. And I'm trying to like steer away from that feeling of being a burden to other people. But that was something that my dad would say to me. It's like, you know, you're costing me money, because I was always in the hospital and stuff like that. And just for like one blood transfusion, because I have to get blood transfusions every month, I believe it comes out to be like $10,000-$15,000. And that's every month for like since I was 12, because I had my stroke. And then after that, I had to get blood transfusions just so I wouldn't have a stroke again. But also because with sickle cell, like you have like a lot of organ failure. Right now, I'm actually battling having iron overload in my liver, which has really affected me a lot. And I will get more into that later. But that was one of the things that verbally my dad would say to me, is like, you know, look at how much you're costing me, and then show me my medical bills. But one of the things I remember he did physically, not to me but my sibling, was she was struggling a lot in her teenage years. She was the only sibling that I share both parents with. So like she took our mom leaving totally different than me. Like I guess we both struggled internally. Sorry. And me, I was just mad at myself and at God. But her, she was very mad at like people and life, and she made it known. Like she would just argue with my parents and us, and just a lot of stupid things. And I'm trying to be as truthful as much as possible, but also like not share too many details, because some of the things she did was like, oh, man. But you know, that's typical for a teenager who mom left, and then the dad was physically abusive. And you know, my parents never talked to us like about things, like never. Like just, I guess we were kind of always on our own to figure everything out. My dad never liked us doing better than him, and he would purposely do things to hinder us from being successful in life, especially with my other siblings. He definitely had his favorites. He favored my brothers over my sisters and I a lot more. He would always take my brothers to football games with him. He was a big Raiders fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. But yeah, just buying them video games and things like that. And just for us, we're kind of like just forgotten, I guess. And with my sister struggling with all that and then getting bad grades, my dad was all about looks. We had to have good grades. We had to dress nice. When people would come over, the house had to be clean. He was a neat freak on top of that. I remember one day he came home and he saw a plate, just one plate inside, or it was a fork or something, I don't know, inside the sink, and he got really mad and punched a hole in the wall.